Good evening and welcome to our 2021 Senior Night. Obviously, under some different circumstances than usual, but a great night to celebrate our seniors. Before we honor our players, we have a few of our senior managers in attendance tonight. So I first want to acknowledge the dedication and contributions our senior managers have made over the past 4 years. In attendance tonight, we have Layla Music. Layla, stand up. We also have Vicky Pexa and Eva Ricantova, who is not here tonight. And we want to give a shout out to Mahogany Martin, who is not managing this year, but managing the past 2 years. So big shout out to our senior managers. Let's give them one more round of applause. A little different also this year, I don't really evaluate 3 other teams with their cheer dance and majorettes. Again, a big shout out to them, but we can only have 50 people in attendance of our game, so we want to give them a big shout out. Now we're going to move on to honoring our senior basketball players. If you notice behind us, we have their banners hanging that they'll get to keep after tonight's game, and we have a little gift for them as well as we acknowledge them. So first up, senior captain guard Justin Brown. Senior forward, Ron Hill. Senior guard, Joe Gibson. Senior forward, and finally, senior forward, Chris McLean. Again, I just want to give a big shout out to these guys. 4 years of dedication to our program. Early mornings, late nights, obviously, with everything going on this year. Virtual training in the off season, staying ready, coming in ready to go. We've been playing 4 or 5 games a week for the past 3 weeks, and we're at the tail end of the year. So, love all you guys. Appreciate your commitment. Thank you for your service and committing to us and to our program, and just living the lane way. Really love you guys. Best of luck. Obviously, down the road, but a lot more season left, so let's get it tonight. Thank you. Appreciate your support, and go Lane.
Live from Lane Gymnasium, Lane Tech basketball is on the air. Senior Night 2021 as the Lane Tech basketball team gets set to take on the Orr Spartans in just under 7 minutes. Thanks for joining us. My name is Alex Burstein, live on the call here from an empty Lane Gymnasium. We had our Senior Night ceremony just a few minutes ago. Hopefully you're able to join us for that. If not, it will be on YouTube replay under this link. And we just have a fun night of action coming up between Lane Tech and Orr. I'm Alex Burstein, as I mentioned, on the call, and we'll be back in just a few minutes to get your starting lineups and get ready for tip-off. Back here at Lane Gymnasium, just about 5 minutes to go until tip-off, and we are ready to get your starting lineups and get ready for tip-off. Coaches meeting at center court, or coached by Lewis Adams, and Lane Tech with Coach Nicholas Lagalvo in his 13th season with the team. But we'll get you your starting lineups. As we mentioned, senior night for Lane Tech, so we're rolling with all 5 of the seniors for the Lane basketball team, that being number 12, Joe Kensick, number 13, Justin Brown, number 22, Chris McQueen, number 24, Roderick Hill, and number 32, Aaron McQueen. Both Aaron and Chris McQueen have battled some injuries this year, but they are healthy to go. They are not scratches for tonight's game, and they will get the start on senior night. As for Orr Spartans, apologize if we're a little slow on the names. We just had a couple of roster changes. But their starting lineup will look like this. Starting a 6'0 senior guard, number 4, Norvell Meadows. Number 10, Caleb Hanna. Number 14, Leonte Lilly, one of their stars, who had 4 points, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals last year against Lane. So he may not light up the scoreboard, but he is he does a lot, and he did a lot against Lane last year, so he will be a player to watch tonight. Also starting for Orr, number 22, Tyree Shannon, and number 32, Johnny Melvin, the 6'4 senior shooting guard. So there are your 5 starters for Lane Tech and Orr. About 3.5 minutes to go. This is a Red Northwest Conference battle for these two teams. Both have had some conference struggles this year. Lane Tech coming into tonight's contest 2-2. That's their conference record. They have lost one straight. They lost to Westinghouse, and they won 2 last weekend against Lincoln Park and Schurz. So they've been on and off in conference play this year. As for Orr, we're not sure if they have 1 or 2 conference wins. North Lawndale, on one website, it said the game was just postponed. Another said forfeit. So either 1 or 2 wins for the Orr Spartans and 3 conference losses for them. So they're hoping to get a win tonight. They have struggled in conference so far this year, but we believe that there is no regulation, no teams going down from the Red Northwest to the White this year. So both the teams really just an experimental year, and it obviously makes sense. 9 games for each of these teams in conference. So they're playing a normal amount of conference games, but in a very short stretch. Season ends next week, folks. So there will be no teams going down to the White, we believe, this year. But There you have it. We have about over 2 minutes to go until tip-off, and we will be back in just a second for starting lineups from the PA address announcer and tip-off. Both of the teams headed to the bench. 1:30 on the clock. We are almost ready for tip-off here at Lane Gymnasium between the Lane Tech basketball team looking to improve to 4-3 on the year, and the Orr Spartans looking to also improve to 4-3 on the year. This should be a fun one. Some Friday night hoops from Lane Gymnasium coming your way in just a few minutes. We are going to have the PA announcer do starting lineups in just a second, so we're going to throw it over to him. You're watching Lane Tech basketball.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to senior night at Lane Tech High School. Tonight's game in the historic
There you have it, starting lineups on the court, and we are ready for some Red Northwest Conference basketball. Lane Tech and Orr getting ready to tip off in the circle for, not in the circle, still not used to that. We will have a inbound to start the game. It'll be Orr basketball due to COVID, no tip-offs, but we're ready for some basketball. Meadows going to be inbounding it for Orr dressed in their away bright neon yellow jerseys. They'll be going from left to right, and Lane in their home whites going from right to left. And we are underway here at Lane Gymnasium. Lilly with the basketball. He's going to get a screen. Not really going to use take it. Instead, and a easy two to start things off from Tyree Shannon. His first 2 points of the night, the game's first 2 points of the night. And Orr out to an early 2-0 lead. Brown getting pressed early on. Orr starting with a full court press in this one, but they get to Kensick. Now long pass to Chris McQueen, who will get it back out to Brown. Brown in his second year as starting point guard for the Lane Tech basketball team. Gives it out to Roderick Hills for three, no good. That's airballed, but Chris McQueen tries to save it, no good, and Orr will get the basketball back. That will be Johnny Melvin. Oh, excuse me, no. That will be Lilly with the basketball. Lilly being guarded by Kensick. Lane Tech in their man-to-man defense as always. They get to Melvin. Shot no good from Orr. Ball on the ground. They're going to say it went off. Number 10, Caleb Hanna, and Lane Tech will get the basketball back, down 2-0 early on in this one. Kensick with the basketball, gives it out to Brown, and Brown will bring things up for Lane. Meadows, the only presser for Orr right now. They get to Kensick. Kensick almost gets it knocked out of his hands by Lilly. But Lane Tech will keep the basketball. And it'll be Justin Brown inbounding it. 2-0 Lane Tech with the early deficit. 6:38 to go in the first quarter as Brown gets it top of the key to McQueen. Brown out to Kensick. Kensick fires from 3, no good. Rebounded by Orr. And the Spartans will get it back. That was Shannon on the rebound. Far side, Meadows gets it in to Shannon. And his shot, no good. Rebounded by Aaron McQueen. Excuse me, Chris McQueen. Brown pulls for 3. And he's got it. First points of the night for Lane Tech. And they jump out to a 3-2 lead. And on the other end, a block. It looked like Joe Kensick got the block there. Second shortest player on the court, I think, right now, but Joe Kensick gets the block. Or will keep the basketball under their scoring basket. Spartans get out to Lilly. Top of the key. And the 3, no good from Melvin. A second chance, no good. Now a third chance from Meadows. He goes up for 2, no good. Rebounded by Aaron McQueen. Or excuse me, Chris McQueen. And Orr can't convert. But a bad pass from Brown, and Orr will get the basketball back quickly. We have our first sub of the night. Sean Malloy coming into the game for Roderick Hill, and Lane Tech now back to their usual starting 5. Roderick Hill getting the start for senior night, but now we have Brown, Kensick, Malloy, and the McQueens on the court. Meadows near side with the basketball. Orr is still the defending state champions in 2A. There was not a tournament last year, but prior to that, they won 3 straight state titles. As a 3, no good, but the putback from Shannon is good, and Orr back out to a 4-3 lead. So the Spartans will have back-to-back years with no state tournament play. They did play last year. They were on their way to Peoria as Joe Kensick gets called for a foul. Or travel, excuse me. But Spartans, as we were saying, were in Peoria for the state tournament in 2A when it got canceled. So, tough luck there for the Spartans. But they're back this year, no state tournament again, but trying to get some wins in this shortened season as the 3, no good from Lilly, and Lane Tech will get the basketball back. Brown out to Kensick. Kensick far side, pulls for another 3, no good. Rebounded by Melvin. And Meadows gets the easy 2. And Orr doubles their lead now, 6-3. Those are the first points of the night for Meadow. Brown out to Kensick. Kensick, third 3 try of the night. He'll airball this one. On the other end, layup from Shannon is good. And Orr taking advantage of some missed lane shots, and their transition offense good tonight. They're out to an 8-3 lead, 4:03 to go in the first quarter. Timeout called by Lane Tech on this senior night 2021. Sorry for the audio there, folks. Looks like we're going to have Joseph Perona. Sorry, folks, experienced some audio difficulties, but I believe we should be good now. A couple of subs coming into the game for Lane Tech after this timeout. Joseph Perona, the junior, looking like he's coming in, and possibly Ethan Grunebaum. He's in the huddle. I did not see him go to the scorer's table, but he might be coming in as well. As for Orr, not sure if they have any subs in the game. Coming into the game, that is. As Lane Tech will get the basketball with the length of the court to go. Down 8-3, 4:03 to go in the first quarter. Malloy gets the inbound to Brown, and Brown will bring things up for Lane. Into the corner, Grunebaum, who is in the game now. McQueen pulls for the long two, no good. Rebounded by Shannon, and the Spartans will get things back. Melvin gives it to Meadows. Meadows inside to Melvin, who gets the two to go. Now a 10-3 lead for Orr. They're off to a fast start, up by 7 early on in this one. Malloy hands it off to McQueen. McQueen over to Malloy. Malloy driving, goes up for the two, and he'll get it. 10-5, the lead down to 5 for the Orr Spartans. As Grunebaum tries some tight defense, but Orr will get to Meadows. A pass tipped, but Melvin will get it. And the ball deflected. It will stay with Orr. We had a nice JV game before this one. Before our varsity. Apologies for the audio technical difficulties, folks. As I was saying, a 51-47 Lane Tech win over Orr in the JV game, as a foul will be called while shooting a three. And that will be Meadows heading to the line to shoot 3 free throws. Meadows already with 2 points on the night. He'll hope to make it 3, 4, or 5 here from the free throw stripe. First free throw is good. From Meadows. Meadows wearing number 4. He's a transfer from Prosser. But he's been with this Orr team for a couple of years as he makes his second shot as well. So 2 for 2 from the free throw line for him. He'll look to make it 3 for 3 on this third one. Only 1 foul on the night, that being on Lane Tech on that 3-point play, as Meadows converts all 3, and now an 8-point lead once again for the Spartans. Malloy gets tripped up. He'll give it to McQueen. McQueen driving, left-hand side, goes up for 2, and no good, but he will get fouled, and we'll have free throws on the other side of the court. Aaron McQueen now with 2. McQueen was a solid free throw shooter for Lane Tech last year. He's had ups and downs so far this year, but he was struggling more so in the start of the year, and he's gotten better as the season's gone on as he drills his first one. Checking into the game for Orr will be number 35. Who I can't find on my roster. Apologies for that. As McQueen hits the second free throw as well. Oh, that was 25. That's why I can't find him. And that is Terrell Wells. Orr with the basketball. Pulling for 3 is Melvin. No good. And Grunebaum gets the rebound. Grunebaum just a junior, but he's seen a lot of playing time this year. As they get to Brown top the key. Brown out to Malloy. Malloy driving into the paint, and he gets another 2. 4 points on the night for him, both off of pretty much the same play. And Malloy, we have seen, get some pretty productive scoring just from driving and being aggressive on the court. Not the biggest guy, but he's been one of the more aggressive players for Lane this year. It'll be Meadows inbounding things for Orr at the bottom of your screen. 13-9, Lane Tech cutting into this Orr lead. 2:14 to go in the first quarter as they get it out to Wells. Wells being guarded by Perona. They get to Meadows. Meadows driving the baseline. Long pass. And a travel will be called on Orr. Lane Tech gets the basketball back, and they have the chance to cut it to a one-possession game here. 13-9, they trail 2:01 to go in the first quarter. As Malloy will bring the ball up for Lane Tech. The same we've seen Lane do a lot this year. Really 4 guards on the court as Malloy hits the and 1. He'll head to the line to make it a 3-point play. As we were saying, Lane rolling with 4 guards on the court right now with Grunebaum, Malloy, Perona, and Brown, and then McQueen, the big guy in the paint. But they're not the biggest team, so it's been working pretty well. Apologies for our audio problems, folks. But Malloy will hit the free throw and make it a 3-point play. So now just a one Lane Tech deficit as Orr will bring the ball up. Orr loses their dribble. As the ball is taken by Perona. Perona goes up for the layup, and he gets, they're going to call a travel. Had a nice layup if he were to convert there, but they'll call the travel first, and Orr will get the basketball back. Wells with the basketball, bringing the ball up the court for the Spartans. Top the key, he'll go in for the layup, goes up for two. Will grab the foul and head to the line to shoot two. Spartans have held as large as an 8-point lead in this first quarter of action, but now just a 1-point lead for Orr. As the first free throw, no good from the 6'2" senior point guard, Terrell Wells. Chris McQueen will check into the game for Joseph Perona. Perona in just for a couple of minutes. And now both the McQueen brothers back on to the court. As Wells makes his second one, so Orr with a 2-point lead. Orr pressing, Lane Tech kind of getting trapped. They'll finally get to Grunebaum far side. Inside to Chris McQueen. Chris McQueen tries to go up, and he'll get the layup to go. And we have a tied ball game, 14-14, a minute to go in the first quarter. Wells will get it at the top of the key, driving. Tries to dish it out, but a foul will be called on number 5, Ethan Grunebaum. Would have been a nice play there for Orr. They had some nice motion going, and the pass on the way to Gadberry, but they'll get it under their scoring basket instead. The pass to Gadberry. And Orr will slow things down. Tie ball game, 50 seconds as the drive no good, and Chris McQueen will get it. That was number 20, Chase Adams, driving for Orr. Not the Chase Adams at Portland. A couple of years ago, Orr had a star, Chase Adams, who's now playing at Portland University. Instead, the 5'10" senior guard, Chase Adams, wearing number 20. Grunebaum gets the basketball for Lane Tech. Shahid Solibo, the freshman in the game now for Lane. Only freshman on either one of these teams. Orr only has juniors and seniors. As Malloy goes in, he'll get fouled and head to the line. And that will be the third foul on the night for Orr. Oh no, they call a charge. My bad, did not see that one, folks. But a foul is called on Sean Malloy, his first, the team's 5th. 4 seconds. Orr to create the shot. The three, no good. And that will bring us to the end of 1 quarter of play. Last second shot from Gadberry, no good. Justin Brown will check in for Lane Tech to start the second quarter, and we'll be back in just a second. And the 14-14, you're watching Lane Tech basketball. Back here at Lane Gymnasium, Alex Bercy on the call. Orr led by as many as 8 in the first quarter, but we're all tied up as we get set for the second quarter of action here between the Orr Spartans and your Lane Tech basketball team. I believe it's Lane Tech basketball to start things. Yes, it will be. Roger Kill also checking into the game, so your 5 on the court for Lane: Malloy, Brown, Chris McQueen, Shahid Solibo, and Roger Kill. Malloy will inbound it. Gets it to Brown in the back court. And second quarter underway now. Malloy tries to get in for the layup, no good. And Orr will get it back. They're pushing the pace. Meadows inside the paint, goes up for 2, no good. Rebounded by Malloy. As Brown gets it to Hill. Lane Tech looking for their first lead, possibly of the game, at least since early first quarter. They turn it over to Meadows. Meadows really the best player on the court right now for Orr, but Roger Kill gets it the other way, and a big block there from number 32, Johnny Melvin, the 6'4 senior. He's listed as 6'4. Looks like, no, that looks about right, but a big block from him, and Lane Tech will get the basketball on the sideline. Brown gets it to Solibo. Solibo in the corner. Will hand it off to Brown. Out to Solibo. In the corner to Malloy. Malloy for 3. Count it. 3-pointer from Sean Malloy. And Lane Tech takes the lead 17-14. 7 minutes to go here in the first quarter. Melvin with a nice spin move, and he'll have the answer. Silences the Lane Tech bench, and now just a 1-point Lane Tech lead. 6:50 to go in the first quarter. A long pass to Solibo. Solibo going one-on-one. He'll go in and miss the layup, so Orr gets the basketball back, and they have the chance to take the lead once again on this possession. Inside the 2, good from Shannon. Shannon now with 8 points on the night as Orr takes back the lead. Looks like Aaron McQueen will be coming into the game once again for Lane. As the ball poked out of bounds by number 10, Khalib Hanna. Hanna very lanky on this court. Possibly the tallest player, matching up with Chris McQueen, the tallest player for Lane right now, along with his brother Aaron McQueen. As Aaron gets it, top of the key, hands it off to Brown. Brown over to Malloy. Malloy. And they're going to call a travel on Malloy. So Malloy now with a travel and a charge. He's had some bad luck on the offensive ends of things. Coach Logalbo not happy with that call, as Meadows will get it. The alley-oop. No good for Orr. Aaron McQueen will try to get it, and a foul will be called on number 32, Johnny Melvin. That would have been a nice play by Melvin had he gotten it, but not able to convert on the layup. 18-17, Orr leading Lane. 6:06 to go here in the first half, as Solibo gets it near side, being guarded by Hanna. Solibo gets it to McQueen. Chris McQueen, I should say. He'll get it to his brother, Aaron. Aaron, far side. Hands it off to Brown. Lane Tech with a lot of passing on this drive. They'll get to Malloy. Malloy driving in, and a foul will be called. And Joe Kensick will check into the game for Lane Tech. Solibo checking out. As the pass almost taken by Orr, Chris McQueen will get it and give it to Justin Brown. Now 5:30 to go in the first half. Brown, far side, gets it to Chris McQueen. McQueen goes up for the 2 and gets it. And Lane Tech back in the lead, 19-18. I have a feeling this is going to be a back-and-forth game. After Orr had that nice run to start, that's how it's been. As the 3 is drained by Lilly. And Orr takes the lead back. Now 21-19 at first points on the night for the star, Leonce Lilly. As we said, 4 points against Lane last year, as Brown in the paint gets called for a travel. So Orr will get the ball back with a chance to extend their lead. Hannah for three, no good, off the rim. That'll be rebounded. Second chance, no good. Hannah gets the rebound. Now top of the key, they'll reset things with Meadows. Lilly back to Meadows. Those two have really been the focal points of this offense today. Mainly Meadows, I should say. As Meadows drives, pulls up for two, no good, and now be rebounded by Lane. Brown goes up for the layup, no good. And Orr gets the basketball back, but they're going to say he stepped out on the line. Unlucky there for Orr, and a timeout will be called, I believe a mask timeout, IHSA mandating one timeout around the 4-minute mark, sometimes under the 4 minutes, sometimes over, for the teams to take a little break. Obviously playing in mask due to COVID-19. Thank you for joining us. Alex Burstein on the call for tonight's matchup. Lane Tech and Orr. Lane with an early deficit, 2 points, but a lot of games still to be played. 4:21 to go in the second quarter. It's senior night here at Lane Tech. Lane honoring their 5 seniors. Not a super big senior lineup this year. The McQueen brothers, Kensick, Roderick Hill, and Justin Brown. I say big as in not a lot of players, but all 5 of these players obviously done lots for this program. Aaron McQueen and Justin Brown, both 2-year starters, as Lane Tech will get the basketball under their scoring basket. That will be Malloy inbounding it for Lane. Lane with a little inbounds play, gets it to Aaron McQueen. McQueen down low, gets the ball swatted, and Orr will get it back. They get it to Meadows. Meadows out to Lilly, 4-3, drains it. And Orr now on a little run of their own, I believe a 6-0 run, and they're out to a 5-point lead, 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Brown being guarded by Meadows. Brown gets trapped, finally gets it to Chris McQueen, and Chris McQueen will get it out to Kensick. McQueen gets it back at top of the key, goes inside the paint, now down low to Aaron McQueen. McQueen goes up for the layup, and he'll miss it. McQueen only with 2 points on the night off of free throws. He's had some struggles converting on those post plays. As Meadows will inbound things for Orr under their scoring basket. Wells with the basketball being guarded by Malloy. Back up top to Lilly. Lilly pulls for three with the hot hand. No good this time. And Aaron McQueen will get the rebound. Kensick near the baseline. Nice pass to Chris McQueen, but McQueen can't handle it, and Ethan Grunebaum will check into the game for Joe Kensick. A 24-19 Orr lead, 3 minutes to go in the first half. As Wells will bring the ball up. Wells being guarded by Malloy. They get to Lilly. Down low, the shot no good from Orr. That was number 22, Shannon, who leads Orr with 8 points. Brown gets blocked by Hannah. And Johnny Melvin will check into the game for Orr as Lilly comes out for the Spartans. Malloy will get the basketball under the basket. Lane Tech looking to cut into the 5-point Orr lead with 2:40 to go in the first half. Malloy finally gets it down low to Chris McQueen, but that'll be stolen almost immediately by Shannon. They get it far side to Meadows. Meadows driving, goes up for two, And they're going to call a foul on the ground, so Orr will get the basketball back to inbound. Foul will be called on Ethan Grunebaum. If I heard the PA announcer, already 3 fouls on him in just the first half, so Grunebaum is going to come out of the game, I believe. Yes, they don't want him in foul trouble this early, and Joseph Perona will check into the game. 6 fouls on the half for Lane Tech, 4 for Orr, so no one in bonus quite yet as Hannah gets it inside to Melvin. Melvin, spin move, goes up for 2, no good. The rebound by Hannah as Chris McQueen gets the block. However, got a piece of Hannah too, and a foul will be called. Excuse me, got a piece of Shannon, who will head to the line. Tyree Shannon, the 6'6" senior. He had 8 points and 12 rebounds last year against Lane Tech. If he makes one of these free throws, he'll already have 9 points, more than he had last year. As the first free throw is good, he's up to 9 on the day, and now a 6-point lead for the Spartans. Shannon, playing AAU with the Illinois Future, had a nice summer as he will miss the second one, rebounded by Aaron McQueen. And Lane will get the basketball back at down 6. Just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. Nice try there by number 25, Terrell Wells, to get the steal, but a foul will be called instead. We should mention Orr now into the bonus with 7 Lane Tech fouls this half. As Brown gets the basketball top the key, he'll give it out to McQueen. McQueen fires for 3, no good. McQueen, mainly a post player, but is not afraid to pull up for a long jumper or even a 3, as on the other end, Melvin will get the basketball and get it in the basket, excuse me, as a timeout is called by Orr. 27-19, your score, an 8-point Orr lead. We'll be back in just a second. You're watching Lane Tech basketball. Back here at Lane Gymnasium, an 8-point Spartans lead. Orr over Lane with 1:50 to go in the first half. 8 is the largest lead of the day. It's been a couple of times an 8-point lead for Orr, but they're hoping to expand on that. Lane Tech, who's kept it close most of the way, hoping to break into that as Brown gets the inbound, but full court press once again from Orr. Orr, the much taller team on the court, but they get to Perona down low. Perona with a little hesitation, he'll lose the ball. And on the other side, Meadows gets the easy floater. And a foul called after the shot. Not sure what that call was, maybe just a warning. There's a couple of subs for Orr. Now a 10-point lead for the Spartans. 1:30 to go in the first half. Justin near side with the basketball. Justin Brown pulls for 3, and he's got it. A 3-pointer from Justin Brown. Now a 7-point deficit for Lane. 1:11 to go in the first half. Driving, Melvin goes up for 2, and he'll respond with a bucket of his own. Whenever Lane Tech gets a little bit of momentum late in this second quarter, just seems like Orr has an easy response. As Malloy gets fouled, almost lost the basketball there, but they'll say there was some contact. Lane Tech not in the bonus. That was the 6th foul of the half on Orr, so Lane 1 foul away from the bonus. Orr already in the bonus with 7 Lane Tech fouls. As Malloy will inbound it on the far side. Your 5 on the court right now for Lane, Malloy, the McQueen brothers, Brown, and Perona. Brown passes half court, gets it to Perona. Perona driving in. Goes up for two. A little weird shot there, but he gets it to go. And a 7-point lead once again for Orr. 40 seconds. Not sure if the Spartans will hold for the final shot. As Lilly holds the basketball. He gets it back. Looks like the Spartans will hold for the final shot. 20 seconds now on the clock. 7-point Orr lead over Lane Tech as we close out this first half. Lilly being guarded by Brown. He's going to pull for three with 10 seconds on the clock. Misses it. Brown gets the rebound. Brown now with 5 seconds. Loses the basketball on the ground, and they're going to call a timeout. Just before a jump ball can be called, Coach Legalbo calls the timeout, and Lane Tech will get the basketball inbounding with 2.6 seconds to go. So it'll be a quick play here for Lane if they want to get anything on the scoreboard before halftime. 31-24, or leading with 2.6 seconds to go in the half. Both these teams still in their huddles. 2 timeouts called by Lane this half, 1 by Orr. And the whistle blows, so both the teams going to come onto the court. Same 5 for both of them. It will be Justin Brown inbounding it. Usually you'd imagine Malloy would be getting the ball, but because there's barely any time on the clock, not sure who this will go to. They get to Perona. Perona with 2 seconds. Pulls for the long three. No good, but they called a foul. I was looking at the ball, didn't see the foul, but they said Shannon got contact. So players will go to their bench except Perona, who will go to the line to shoot 3 free throws. As the first free throw, good by Perona, kind of lead to 7. Second free throw, no good. And the third free throw, no good. Apologies, that first free throw cut the lead to 6. So that will bring us to halftime, a 31-25 or lead over Lane Tech. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes for your first half recap and look around the league. Your halftime score, or 31, Lane Tech 25. You're watching Lane Tech basketball. back here at Lane Gymnasium. 8:20 to go in the halftime break, and Lane Tech trailing Orr 31-25 at the end of 2 quarters of play. Thank you for joining us. Alex Burstein on the call from an empty Lane Gymnasium. Still, this COVID season, obviously very weird, especially on the senior night with no fans here, but players are making do, and we've seen some high-quality basketball here in the first half. Lane Tech trailing Orr 31-25, as we said. A big night of conference hoops here in the Red Northwest. Obviously, Lane and Orr, conference foes. 3 other games around the league. We don't have final scores from any of them yet, but all supposed to be 5 o'clock games. Lincoln Park playing at Farragut. Farragut with a surprise win over Clark, and a pretty big win. I believe 15 points over Clark on Wednesday. So Farragut kind of a surprise team. They've been up and down. Lane Tech and Farragut did not get to play because that was the first game of the year, supposed to be, and Farragut did not have permission from their school to play, so that game got postponed, and I have not heard of a rescheduled date, and the season ends next Friday. Schurz is playing at Clark at 5. Schurz, they've had troubles this year. They graduated a lot of their team that got them to the red. They were in the white north last year, and now they've just struggled all year long. And then your final Red Northwest game, Westinghouse at Marshall. That should be a good one. That was at 5, I believe, but we don't have a final score from that yet. No conference games for North Lawndale and Whitney Young. North Lawndale hasn't played in a while from what I've seen. They were 1-1 when I made my charts on Monday. They're still 1-1. Not sure what's going up there. I know last Friday they had a game cancellation. Not sure if they have played since. Lane Tech slotted to play North Lawndale next Friday. Not sure of the status of that game. And then Whitney Young with a loss to DePaul College Prep. Our neighbors here, right next door to us here at Lane Gymnasium, but in the Chipotle Clash of Champions going down at St. Patrick, 8 of the top teams in the state going at it. Simeon beat St. Pat's earlier today. Evanston, Blake Peters with a buzzer beater over Notre Dame to advance. DePaul beat Whitney, and right now Mundelein and Fenwick going at it. Semifinals and finals will be tomorrow. Teams getting back on the court. We have just over 5 minutes to go in the halftime break. Should be a competitive second half. Or started strong, had an 8-point lead in the first quarter. Then Lane Tech came back. It was very close at the end of the first, very close at the beginning of the second, and Orr began to distance themselves. We're back up to an 8-point lead. That lead now down to 6 at the halftime break, but Orr has led for the majority of this game. Lane Tech keeping it close, though. They haven't gone down double digits yet, so Lane keeping it close. Recent schedules for both of these teams. Orr did not play against North Lawndale, as we said. That game was slotted to be Wednesday, but last week, losses to Whitney Young and a loss to Clark. The first loss to Clark in program history. That was a very close one, though, 76-74. Only current official win for Orr in conference play was a 77-27 win over Schurz. As for Lane Tech, this is capping off a big week for them. They played Schurz last Saturday, a 56-44 win. Then a heartbreaking loss to Taft, 56-55, and a loss to Westinghouse on Wednesday, 51-37. And these teams really ending their season really soon. Tomorrow, Lane Tech playing at Chicago Marshall. That's an away game, so we will not have the broadcast. Same as Wednesday at Whitney Young. And then hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a game next Friday against North Lawndale. And if that game is played, we will have the call for you. As for Orr, they have 3 games left as well. They play tomorrow at Lincoln Park. Then we'll be home on next Wednesday against Chicago Marshall, and then end the season at Farragut. a shortened season. Lane Tech only playing 11 games or playing only 10. And that's if they get all their games in. So Lane Tech's not going to play Farragut, so they're already down to 10. And if they don't play North Lawndale, they're down to 9. Or down to 9 as well after that no game against North Lawndale. So very short season, but these teams have used it to just develop their rosters. They've had their struggles, but Lane Tech with only 5 seniors, they're going to return a bulk of their roster next year. And a similar story for Orr. They have 9 juniors on their team, so definitely next year these teams, they'll have 9 or 10 players with varsity experience. So that will be good for them. Excuse me, not 10 juniors, 10 non-seniors for Lane Tech, because we have the freshman Shahid Solibo and the sophomore Jack Sir for Lane Tech, who will likely be returning. Lane Tech lost one of their players to Orr. Cam Lawn transferred to Orr. He's not playing tonight for the Spartans under the basket over there for Orr. He had a breakout this summer. Now offers from DePaul, Western Illinois, and Detroit Mercy, but not playing tonight against Lane. As we said, Lane also had another player, senior Trenton Askew, transfer out of state to Indiana. He's playing with Hammond, who's having a great season up there in Indiana. But Lane Tech obviously losing a couple of key players to their team, but they are making it work. Thank you. And yeah, both of these teams just trying their best in this COVID-shortened season. 1:20 to go in the halftime break. These Lane Tech, most of the year has been going with their starting lineups to start the second half, as they did with their first half. Their starting 5 for today was all 5 of their seniors, the McQueen brothers, Brown, Kensick, and Roderick Hill. So we'll see if they do that, and we will also see who's Orr puts on the court to start the second half. Both the teams at their benches now as the clock ticks under a minute to go in halftime. We'll have your 5 for Orr. It is going to be Shannon, Meadows, Hannah, Melvin, and missing one guy here. Oh, and number 14, Lily. And those were their top 5 players in the first half. Not sure if that was their starting 5. Can't remember for them, but those were their top 5 players in the first half. And no surprise to see them starting. It will be Orr basketball to get things underway here. Or with their interesting jerseys, they have, I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but they have Still Hungry on the back of their jerseys above and below the jersey, above and below their jersey number. And I was actually wrong on Lane Tech's roster. Sean Malloy will replace Roderick Hill to start the second half. So it will be Brown, Malloy, the McQueen brothers, and Kensick. And we are underway with some second half action as Lily gets the inbound for the Spartans. Top the key now, Meadows. Meadows with 6 points on the night. He'll try to create some separation. Gets Kensick on the ground, and a foul is going to be called on the ground. So Lane Tech Orr will get the basketball under their scoring basket. That will be Meadows inbounding things for the Spartans. Meadows gets it to to Shannon as a foul is called. And Meadows will head to the line to shoot 2. 6 points on the night for him. Hoping to make it 7 and 8 at the free throw line, 31-25. No points scored yet this half. And now we'll continue as the first free throw goes off the back of the rim. Second free throw from Meadows is good, so Orr will get the first points of the second half. 32-25, a 7-point Spartans lead. 7:39 to go in the third quarter. Kensick getting pressed. Gets it to Aaron McQueen. Or excuse me, Chris McQueen. Chris McQueen gets trapped. Finally gets it out to Brown. Brown now top of the key. Will get it to Malloy. Malloy handing it off to Kensick. Kensick drives. Left side. He'll get the layup to go. His first basket of the night. Had a few missed threes in the first half, but gets it through the net for the first time, and now a 5-point Orr lead, 32-27, under 7 to go in the third quarter. Top the key, Hannah with it, driving, goes up for the nice layup, and he'll get it to go. Kind of like a skyhook layup, went over his shoulder on that one. Somehow got to drop, and he has his first points of the night. 34-27. Brown on the other end will get fouled. I believe that'll be called on number 14, Leonte Lilly, the 5'8 junior. Yes, that will be called on him, and Lane Tech will get the basketball under their scoring basket, down by 7. Kensick gets it to McQueen. In the corner, Kensick pulls for 3, no good. That'll be rebounded by Melvin. Melvin loses the basketball. Out to Meadows, who will get it back to Melvin. Melvin, top the key, gets into the paint. And he will get called for a violation. And Lane Tech gets the basketball back. Lane Tech really needing all these possessions to cut into the lead, as that's taken by Lilly. Lilly with the wide open layup. He'll lay it off the glass and in. And just as I was saying, Lane Tech needs to score on these possessions to keep it close. Another turnover of travel on Brown. Not sure what happened there. Looks like he slipped. Coach Goblin not happy with that call. And Orr will get the basketball back, up by 9 now. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. Russell wiping up where Brown slipped on the floor. No subs yet this first half, yet this third quarter, excuse me, as these really the 5 best players for these teams, at least for Orr. Lane Tech has gone off a bunch of players as the nice give and go to Melvin. He'll get the layup to go. And now a double-digit lead for Orr, something we said at halftime Lane Tech should try to avoid. Now down by 11 as Malloy gets into paint. That's stolen by Orr. Melvin on the other end goes up for the layup, and they'll call a travel on him as Grunebaum and Perona will check into the game. Kensick and Chris McQueen coming out for Lane Tech. Malloy gets it to Grunebaum. He'll bring things up for Lane. Tries to go coast to coast. He'll miss the layup. Looked like it was partly blocked there too, as Melvin on the other end looked like he was trying for the dunk. Can't get it to go. Malloy out to Grunebaum. Grunebaum to Perona. That ball's stolen. And Orange is playing very aggressively. They're not able to take the ball every time, but it seems like they're getting a poke almost every single possession. And that's helped lead to an 11-point lead over Lane with 5:20 to go in the third quarter. Brown will inbound things for Lane Tech. Gets it to Aaron McQueen. Aaron McQueen on the perimeter. Fakes the pass. We'll get it to Perona. Perona pulls for 3. No good. And Hannah will let that one drift out of bounds, or will get the basketball back. Trailing by 11. 5:09 to go here in the third quarter. Shot no good from Gadberry, and the second chance free from Meadows no good, so Lane Tech will get the basketball back. Grunebaum pulls for 3. He's got it. 3 points for Ethan Grunebaum, and now a 38-30. Lane Tech cuts the deficit to 8, 4:44 to go in the third quarter. Lilly gets it far side to Hannah. Hannah with the long 3. NBA range there, he misses it. But the rebound by Shannon is good. He puts it up and gets it. And back to a 10-point lead for the Spartans. Perona will bring the basketball up for Lane. Perona being guarded by Hannah. A bit of a size mismatch there, but he'll get around him. And Hannah will get the foul. Call the foul on the ground, so Lane Tech will get the basketball under their scoring basket. Perona is going to inbound it for Lane. Perona, Grunebaum. Grunebaum in the corner. Tries to drive in, pulls for two, and he'll get it. Back-to-back shots for him. And the lead back down to 8 for the Spartans. Meadows with the basketball near midcourt. They get it in the corner now. Back up to Hannah. Hannah in the corner. They get to Gadberry now. A lot of passing here from the Spartans. Gadberry fakes the three. Nice move there. He pulls for the two. Can't complete the play, but Orr will get the rebound. Orr's rebounds, even if they haven't converted, they've got second and third chances on a bunch of possessions today. That rebounding just very important, that offensive rebounding, I should say, as a timeout called by the Orr Spartans. Apologize there for audio difficulties. It was a mass timeout. Oh, I thought it was called by Orr. It looked like their coaches were calling it, but a mass timeout called instead. 3:28 to go in the third quarter. An 8-point Orr lead. Orr extended their lead to 11. That's the largest lead of the game. Back down to 8. So Lane Tech hanging in this one, but Orr really has been outplaying them so far today. Both rebounding, making shots. It just seems like Orr has been playing a lot better than Lane Tech, but Lane Tech sticking in this one with an always good Orr team. As Meadows will inbound it on the far side. And he'll get it to Lilly to start the clock. Lilly to Meadows. Meadows far side. Gets it in the corner, the three. Airballed by number 33, Anthony Torres, the 5'8 senior. And Justin Brown will get the basketball back for Lane. Brown out to Malloy. Malloy pulls from around the free throw line. No good, just missed that shot as Melvin gets the rebound for the Spartans. Long pass to Meadows. They get inside to Lilly. Now Torres. Torres for three, no good. He misses two in a row. Hustles, almost gets his, oh, he will get his own rebound. Now Meadows in the corner. He pulls for three from the same spot. No good. Rebounded by Grunebaum. And Lane Tech gets the basketball back, looking to cut into the deficit. McQueen, 4-3, drains it. Aaron McQueen hits the three. And now a 5-point lead for Orr. McQueen only with 5 points on the night, but an important three there as Solibo is going to come into the game soon for Lane Tech. In the corner, Torres misses his third three in a row. Justin Brown going one-on-one, misses his layup, and Torres tries to hold on to it. A jump ball will be called. Possession arrow points towards Lane Tech, so Lane will get the basketball back. Solibo checks into the game for Justin Brown. Also, Hannah checking into the game for Meadows. Malloy going to inbound things for Lane. Wide open Grunebaum, no one guarding him. He goes for three, no good. Misses the open three, and Lilly will push the pace for the Spartans. Lilly in the paint, outside. They'll get in the corner to Hannah. Hannah pulls for three. Melvin gets the rebound, and that's what I'm talking about. The second chances off of offensive rebounds from the Spartans are just, it's really what's led to this Orr lead. Obviously, closing the gap. Lane now just a 5-point deficit, but those second chance rebounds really haunting Lane Tech right now. as Wells gets the inbound to Shannon, who will get fouled. Fourth foul on the half for Lane Tech, and Shannon will head to the line to shoot 2. He already has 11 points on the night, I believe the game's leading scorer. Tyree Shannon, the 6'6" senior, will make his first free throw, as Joseph Perona checks out of the game and Justin Brown will come back in. A 6-point Orr lead, 1:47 to go in the third quarter. Refs talking with Coach Legalbo, clearing something up at the scores table. Not sure what that was. But Shannon will get the basketball back for his second free throw, looking to increase the Orr lead to 7. And he does, nothing but net, 42-35 now. Spartans lead Lane. Justin Brown with the basketball near side, gets it to Solibo. Solibo back to Brown. McQueen driving, goes up for 2, no good, misses the layup. And those are just points Lane Tech would like to have. As Wells throws the ball away, Justin Brown gets it, one-on-one he goes up for the layup, and he'll get it to go. Looked like he was trying to grab the foul there too. He doesn't, but gets the layup to go, and now a 5-point Orr lead. 1:10 to go in the third quarter. Wells in the corner to Hannah. Hannah, 3, no good, almost made that one. Second chance to Wells, as Wells will slow things down. A minute to go in the third quarter. Wells gets it to Melvin. Melvin driving into the paint, gets right past Malloy, but Malloy with a nice little block there from behind, and Lane Tech will get the basketball back. 40 seconds. Wouldn't be unheard of to see them hold it here for the final shot, as Solibo fakes a 3 and brings things out for Lane. Now 30 seconds on the clock. Solibo out to Aaron McQueen. McQueen thinks about the long 2, instead's going to give it out to Grunebaum. And now with 20 seconds, looks like Lane will hold for the final shot. Aaron McQueen gets it to Solibo. Now 12 seconds. Grunebaum, far side, driving in, out to Brown. Brown pulls for 3 with 6 seconds. He airballs it, rebounded by Shannon. As Lilly pulls from half court, no good. And that will bring us to the end of 3 quarters of play, 42-37. It was hard to see if that was a design play by Lane Tech with 40 seconds to not shoot it, or if they just couldn't get any open looks. They had a lot of passing. I honestly could not tell you if that was on purpose or not. But Lane Tech keeping things close, trails Orr by 5 at the end of 3 quarters of play, and 8 minutes of basketball will decide this one. We'll be back in just a second. You're watching Lane Tech basketball. Back here at Lane Gymnasium, Alex Bursty on the call, and we're getting ready for a fun final frame of action here at Lane Gymnasium on Senior Night 2021. It will be Orr basketball as they look to expand on their 5-point lead. Your 5 on the court for Lane will remain Solibo, Malloy, Brown, Grunebaum, and Chris McQueen. Aaron McQueen on the bench, as Melvin will inbound things for Orr. Meadows with the basketball, swings it right back to Lilly. Inside, Melvin goes up for 2 and gets it. He was just staying there in the paint. Got the easy bucket. Now 7-point lead once again for the Spartans. Malloy over to Chris McQueen. Chris McQueen driving, goes up and gets blocked by Shannon. Orr just has a couple of tall guys who've done a lot of good stuff down low today on defense and offense for the Spartans. As Grunbaum gets it to Brown. Brown gets called, a foul will be called on Lilly. That will be the third of the half, so for Orr. So both these teams still kind of far away from bonus. Lane Tech with 4 fouls, Orr with only 3. It was the third foul on the night for Lilly, so keep an eye on that. Grunbaum had 3 early fouls. They had took him out, but he has not had any since, as Malloy gets it inside to Chris McQueen. Out to Grunbaum. He's driving, goes up for 2, and gets it to go. And Lane Tech really just stuck in limbo between this 7-point deficit and 5-point deficit right now. As the clock ticks down to 7 minutes, Hannah for 3. Hannah might be the tallest guy in the court right now, but he's gone for 3 at least 3 times in the past few minutes. Interesting stuff from him as Grunbaum passes half court with the basketball. Down low to Malloy. Malloy driving in, goes up for 2. He'll miss it. And a steal from Lane Tech. So Lebo goes up for 2. He misses it. Chris McQueen with the tip in. He misses it. Another try, and he'll get fouled. So on the 3rd or 4th try, Lane Tech grabs the foul, and Chris McQueen will head to the line. Interesting from here, Lane Tech keeping 2 guys all the way in the backcourt, Sean Malloy and Justin Brown. So Lebo and Grunbaum inside the paint to rebound. As McQueen makes his first shot, now a 4-point Orr lead. So Lane cutting into this, making it close once again. As I said, they were in a limbo between 5 and 7-point deficits. Of course, they cut it to 4. And now they cut it to 3. Chris McQueen goes 2 for 2 from the line, and now a 44-41 3-point deficit for Lane Tech. Hannah, top the key with the basketball. It looks like Lane has shifted into a zone. This is not something we see them do a lot. Looks like a 3-2 zone as the 3 from Lilly is good. Orr finds out how to break the zone. And now a 6-point lead once again for the Spartans. Brown, far side with the basketball. He's going to drive in. Out to Malloy. Malloy fakes a 3, goes up for 2, and he'll get fouled and head to the line to shoot 2. Second straight possession. Lane Tech is going to head to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Aaron McQueen going to come into the game soon for Lane Tech. Not sure who's coming out yet. And Wells will come into the game for the Spartans. As Malloy misses it, the first one. And that's big. That is number 22, Shannon, coming out of the game. He has 12 points. So, 4 fouls. So, playing a risky game there, taking out one of your leading scorers, but he is in foul trouble as Malloy drains his second free throw. So, a 5-point deficit for Lane. 5:40 to go in the game. Lilly slowing things down. I can say now it looks like a 3-2 zone for Lane Tech. As they get to Wells, now top the key, Melvin. In the corner. Back to Wells, or in no rush with the lead. As the layup no good from Meadows, and Chris McQueen gets it back for Lane. Justin Brown gets it to Chris McQueen. McQueen dribbling a little, almost gets it stolen by Meadows. He'll get to his brother, Aaron. Aaron goes up for two, no good. Lane Tech won the foul, won't get it. And on the other end, a three from Hannah, no good. They'll let the ball go out of bounds. And Lane Tech will get the basketball back. It'll be Malloy inbounding it for Lane, or with two guys out of the full court press. And a timeout is going to be called. A mask timeout, so 4:43 to go. Lane Tech cut it to a 3-point deficit once, now a 5-point deficit, but still a lot of time to go and a close game, so we really have no idea what's going to happen. Lane Tech really wanted that foul called. That would send Aaron McQueen to the line to shoot two. Refs don't call it, but it will be Lane Tech basketball coming out of the timeout. Torres will check into the game for Orr. He's had some struggles from three. 5'8" senior, but he has had some good rebounds. Torres had 9 points against Lane last year. I don't think he's scored yet tonight, no, so Lane done a good job shutting him down, but he is known for being a shooter and with his three ball, so if he can activate that, that could be dangerous for Lane Tech. As Malloy will inbound things for Lane. Grunenbaum in the backcourt, they get to him. Grunenbaum being loosely guarded by Torres. Grunenbaum down low to McQueen. Aaron McQueen with the basketball. Gets it to Grunenbaum. Grunenbaum down low with the easy two. He'll get to go. And a 3-point deficit once again for Lane Tech, keeping this one close. 4:20 to go in the game. Wells with the basketball. Gets it back to Lilly. Wells will hold things. Far side Meadows. Or in no rush. They have the lead. Not a big lead, but definitely not going to take any chances at a turnover or anything right now. As the three, no good from Wells, and Lane Tech will get the basketball back. They could tie it here or cut it to a 1-point game, but Aaron McQueen can't get it, and Melvin will bring the ball up for the Spartans. Far side Meadows, we're going to have a couple of subs into the game soon for Orr. Now 3:20 on the clock, still a 3-point lead. Torres in the corner for three. He fell looking for the foul, can't get it. And a timeout will be called by Orr. 47-44, we'll keep it here. The seconds slowly counting down here for Lane Tech, but they're keeping it close, so still really anyone's game. 47-44, or with the lead. Your five on the court for Lane Tech were Malloy, Grunenbaum, both of the McQueen brothers, and Brown. Malloy and Grunenbaum have played similar positions this year, but they have complemented each other well on the court because we've seen Malloy drive a lot more and Grunenbaum take a lot more of the outside shots. Malloy just really aggressive for Lane this year, as we've talked about earlier on the broadcast. Both the teams still in their huddle. Lane Tech with 3 timeouts left, or with 2, and neither team in bonus yet. Lane 2 fouls away from getting bonus, 2 or fouls away, or with 5 fouls, and Lane with 4 fouls. And once the teams get to 7, they'll be shooting 1-and-1s. As it will be Orr basketball under the basket. Torres gets taken out of the game after missing that 3. It will be Melvin under the scoring basket, inbounding things here for the Spartans. Melvin outside to Lilly. Lilly gets it to Meadows. Meadows being guarded. I guess it's a zone, so technically being guarded by no one, but Grunebaum there in the middle of the 3-2 zone. As a bad pass, that's going to go backcourt. Backcourt violation, and Lane Tech gets the basketball back, trailing by 3. Once again, they can cut it to a 1-point game. They can tie the game here with a 2 or a 3. Malloy will inbound it to Grunebaum. Under 3 minutes to go. Grunebaum fakes a pass to Malloy, instead gets it inside to Aaron McQueen. McQueen to his brother Chris. Chris, top the key. Will get it back to Aaron. McQueen to Grunebaum. Now over to Chris McQueen. Sean Malloy will get it. Lane Tech hasn't really gone inside the perimeter as Malloy gets the nice roll and gets the 2 to go. 47-46. Now just a 1-point or lead to 20 to go in the game. Meadows inside to Melvin. Down low to Shannon. Shannon gets blocked by Chris McQueen. Wow, what a block by him on his senior night. As Justin Brown gets the basketball inside the paint. And he'll get fouled, and Justin Brown will head to the line with the chance to take the lead for Lane. 47-46 your score, or leading Lane Tech. 2:02 to go in the game. My name's Alex Burstein on the call. An exciting Red Northwest Friday night hoops game. Excuse me. As Brown misses the first, he can still tie it if he makes this second one. The foul was on Meadows, I should mention, his first of the game. And we're now 1 foul away from putting Lane in the bonus. As the second free throw is good. Nothing but net from Brown, and we are all knotted up at 47 as the clock ticks under 2 minutes to go in the game. Meadows with the basketball gets it to Lilly. Lilly far side being guarded by Brown. Lane sticking with their zone defense. In the corner to Shannon. Shannon with 4 fouls. Pulling for 3 is Hannah. He misses it. Second chance by Meadows. No good, but he gets fouled and he'll head to the line to shoot 2. 5th foul on the half for Lane Tech. Called on number 5, Ethan Grunebaum, his 5th. So Grunebaum in a little bit of foul trouble. No one else on the court with more than 1 foul for Lane Tech. As the first free throw, good from Meadows as Orr takes back the lead. On the other side of the court, we have Malloy and Melvin, just to give you guys a view. As second free throw, no good. Lane Tech will get the rebound. Justin Brown will take it himself. Down by 1, 90 seconds on the clock. They get it to Malloy on the far side. Malloy almost loses it. It's poked by Melvin, and Lane Tech will get the basketball back, and Coach Legalvo calls a full timeout. They're down to 2 timeouts. And Orr also with 2 timeouts. I imagine we are going to see some more of those in the next 86 seconds. Apologies there for the audio. As we were saying, 86 seconds left in the game. The foul situation, a little bit better for Lane. If Orr gets 1 more foul, they'll be shooting 1-1. If Lane gets 2 more fouls, they'll put Orr in the bonus. So if it turns into a situation where Lane's fouling, they're going to want it to get Orr to the bonus. However, if they keep it this close, I'm honestly guessing that Lane Tech would rather just play it out without fouling. As the teams will break their huddle, 48-47, Lane Tech basketball. Malloy will inbound it near half court. Malloy being joined by the McQueen brothers, Grunebaum and Brown. As Malloy gets it to Grunebaum past half court, being guarded by Lilly. Grunebaum gets past the midcourt line. Still tight defense here from Orr. Behind the back pass to Brown, and now Chris McQueen will get it. 1:10 to go in the game. Brown with the basketball. Out to Chris McQueen. Chris McQueen. Out to Brown. Brown for three. He drains it. Justin Brown for three. Lane Tech with the 2-point lead, 50-48. Under a minute to go, 50 seconds. Lily with the basketball gets it to Hannah. Hannah back to Lily. Now 40 seconds on the clock. In the corner, Melvin for three. No good. Rebounded by Lane Tech. 32 seconds to go, and a foul is called. That's going to put Lane Tech in the bonus, and Ethan Grunenbaum will head to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 50-48. Lane Tech with the lead. They've only had a couple of leads this game, but that three from Justin Brown gives them the only lead they need with 31.4 seconds to go in the game. Wow, Ethan Grunenbaum with a chance, if he makes both of these, makes it more than a one-possession game. So two very important free throws for the junior. As he misses the first one, so he won't get the second. Melvin with the basketball for the Spartans. They can't hold as the pass cannot be caught by Shannon. Maybe sweaty hands. It looked like he had that one, but Lane Tech will get the basketball back. A timeout is called on the floor. Is a timeout called by Orr, so they're down to one timeout left. 23.6 seconds to go. A 50-48 Lane Tech lead. If Orr fouls, they'll send Lane to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. If Orr lets it play out, they're just going to be hoping for a turnover because only 23.6 seconds to go. Lane Tech easily could hold for a final shot, so I'm going to bet that Lane Orr fouls here. They did foul on the last possession, and Grunenbaum missed his first free throw. So depending on who Lane gets it into, we'll see what happens. 50-48 your score. A very exciting end to this one. Second straight close ending here at Lane Gymnasium. 56-55, a loss to Taft on Monday to start the week. And now to close the week, the school week. They have a game tomorrow, but another close one, 50-48. It will be Sean Malloy inbounding things for Lane, with Grunenbaum, Brown, and the McQueen brothers all lined up in a vertical line near the free throw line. Malloy. Some movement, looks like a screen. They get to Aaron McQueen. McQueen wide open. They don't want to foul him because he can shoot. And they are forced to. Nice play drawn up there by the Lane Tech coaches. And they get Aaron McQueen to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. 50-48, 20.7 seconds. So 3 or 4 seconds taken off the clock here. McQueen, it's been a quiet night for him. 5 points, but he can make a big difference here with free throws. As the first free throw, no good. He won't get the second. And a timeout called by Orr. So that's the final timeout of the night for Orr. Lane Tech with 2 chances to kind of open the game up with 1-and-1s. They don't get a free throw, a single free throw either time. That's going to hurt them, but they still have the lead, a 2-point lead, 18.8 seconds to go in this one. It will be Orr basketball with the length of the court to go. Both the teams still in their huddles. I have not seen anyone go to the scorer's table, so it looks like we're going to have the same 5 for each team. That will be Hannah, Melvin, Shannon, Meadows, and Lily for the Spartans. And Brown, the McQueen brothers. Malloy and Grunenbaum for Lane. Excuse me, Lane, Orr was bringing it up when they called timeout, so they'll get it at half court. Or maybe that timeout was called by Lane. Apologies for that. Both teams now have 1 timeout. As Lily gets the basketball. Now 16 seconds. Excuse me, that's Meadows with it. Down low to Lily. Lily goes up for the 2. No good. Rebound by Shannon. Shannon gets it. 7 seconds to go. And a timeout will be called by Legalbo. A little second ticked by there when Legalbo called timeout versus when the refs got it. But Lane Tech will get the basketball back with 6.1 seconds to go. Shannon does a lucky shot there. He's kind of falling down as he shot it, but he gets it to go. Ties the game at 50. And 6.1 seconds to go. Lane Tech will have the length of the court to try and score a game winner. If not, we're heading to overtime. Lane Tech now out of timeouts, or has one if they need it, but so little time, it's doubtful. If Lane Tech can somehow draw a foul, they'll be hanging to the line to shoot 1 and 1, as Orr does have 8 fouls. Or not in the bonus, with Lane only having 5 fouls. And here we go. We had a similar play on Monday. They got it to Malloy to attempt a layup. Did not go, did not get the foul call. Ended up losing that one to Taft. We'll see what they draw up here. Brown on the other side of the court. Malloy will inbound it. No one super close to him. Aaron McQueen, the closest guy, right above the three-point line. Excuse me, that was Chris McQueen, but they get it to Brown. Brown with 4 seconds. Gives it to Malloy. Malloy with 0.1 seconds. No good. We're headed to overtime. Lane Tech tried something there, but really didn't get an open shot for anyone. Brown couldn't get an open look. Malloy couldn't get an open look. And we will head to overtime. Tied at 50. 50 to 50 your score at the end of regulation. A fun one. Lane Tech was trailing for most of this one. They finally get it tied. They led by like 1 point. I think that was their largest lead of the quarter. And now we're tied at the end of 32 minutes of play. So 4 minutes to decide it. Your 5 on the court for Orr will be the same 5. Hannah, Meadows, Melvin, Shannon, and Lily. Lane Tech, I would not be surprised to stick with the same 5 as well. And they will. It'll be the McQueens, Malloy, Grunebaum, and Brown. Usually we'd have a tip-off, but due to COVID, no. So it will be Sean Malloy inbounding it. Lane Tech basketball at the bottom of your screen. Malloy gets it to Brown. Brown being guarded by Meadows. Gets it into the paint. Goes up for 2. No good. Rebounded by Shannon. Brown fighting for it. But Orr will keep the basketball. Meadows driving. Goes up for 2. He got right open and gets the easy lay-in. Now 52 to 50. Spartans with the lead. 10 points on the night for number 4 Meadows. Grunebaum with the basketball. Grunebaum with 4 fouls, we should mention. As Brown gets the basketball in the quarter. He'll give it out to McQueen. McQueen for 3. No good. As Chris McQueen gets the rebound for his brother. Goes up for 2 and gets it. We're tied at 52. 4:10 to go. I guess the overtime clock was at 5 minutes, not 4 minutes, folks. My apologies. As Melvin will get the basketball in the corner to Meadows. And the 2 from Hannah will be good. Or back in the lead, 54 to 52, 3:45 to go in the game, or in the first overtime period, I should say. Brown pulls for 3, no good. Rebounded by Hannah, and a foul will be called on Lane Tech. Hannah's at the line to shoot a 1-and-1. But they only have 6 fouls. I don't think they're in bonus. Yeah, okay. My bad. as Melvin will inbound it under the basket. Players were a little confused there. But only 6 fouls on Lane Tech, so no bonus yet. 3:30 to go, a 2-point Orr lead. A bucket here could do big things for the Spartans. Make it more than a 1-possession game. In the corner to Hannah. Hannah, who struggled from 3, misses another one, but Melvin right there to get the lay-in. That was the same play, basically, that haunted Lane Tech against Taft on Monday. Joseph Rodriguez with 26 points, just like that. As a turnover, Melvin wide open, goes up for a dunk. He misses it. And the lay-in from Hannah is good. And a timeout is going to be called. That was a really risky play from Melvin. If Hannah was not there for the backup, he would have just blown 2 points, but scoreboard hasn't changed. I think it's a 6-point lead for Orr with 3 minutes. Talking at the scorers table. I'm not sure. I was pretty sure that was 58 to 52. Scoreboard still shows 56 to 52. Big difference there. 4 points versus 6 points here in the short overtime period. And it looks like they're keeping it at 56. So a 4-point deficit for Lane Tech. 3:01 to go in the first overtime period. Your 5 on the court for Orr. Melvin, Lily, Hannah, Meadows, and Shannon. As for Lane Tech, Malloy, the McQueens, Grunebaum, and Brown. It will be Malloy inbounding things for Lane. He gets it to Brown. 3 minutes on the clock. Brown inside to Malloy. Malloy out to Grunebaum. Grunebaum to Malloy. Malloy driving in, goes up for 2. No good. Poked out. Lane Tech will get it. Aaron McQueen down low to his brother Chris. Chris with the reverse layup. Good. And now a 2-point lead, 56 to 54, 2:30 to go. 2:25. Orr holding the basketball. Lane Tech still in their zone defense, so they're not doing much. Now Grunebaum will come out to take Lily. They get the pass to Meadows. Meadows goes up for 2 and gets it. A big basket there. 58 to 54. Just over 2 minutes to go. Grunebaum with the basketball for Lane, bringing the ball up the court. He'll dish it out to Chris McQueen. Chris McQueen drives up and misses the layup. On the other end, Meadows, spin move, goes up for 2, and that could be the dagger. Still a lot of time, but 60 to 54, a 6-point lead now for Orr over Lane Tech. Justin Brown thinks about the 3, instead gives it to Aaron McQueen. Aaron to his brother Chris, hands it off to Grunebaum. Grunebaum driving, goes up for 2, he'll drain it. Now a 4-point lead, 60 to 56. And a player on the ground for Orr. It's going to be number 14, Lily, on the ground. He's able to walk off by himself. Not sure what happened there. I was looking the other way, but he was on the ground right where Orr was going to inbound it. Both the teams at their benches using this injury timeout as a time to talk things over. 60 to 56. Lane Tech still the only team in the bonus. But I don't think Orr will be doing much fouling here if they have it their way. A bucket here, especially a 3-pointer, would be very bad for Lane Tech. But if they can keep it, they can cut it to a 1 or 2 point game on the other end. Lane Tech can. They can get a stop here for Orr. Your same 5 on the court for Orr and for Lane Tech. No substitutions this overtime period so far. And it will be Melvin, number 32. He has 14 tonight. He'll be the one inbounding it for the Spartans. Meadows with basketball, almost loses it. Lane back into a man-to-man defense. Oh, yes, it looks like it. Second, I thought they were in zone, but no, they'll keep it at a man-to-man. As the air ball layup attempt, and Aaron McQueen will get it. They try to hit it off, and Orr will somehow keep it. Now a minute to go in overtime. Melvin down low to Shannon. Shannon goes up and hits the 2. A big play there for Orr. Lane Tech really needing a 3 now, I'd say. Down 6 with 45 seconds to go. Brown gets it to Malloy. Malloy thinks about the 3. Under 40 seconds. Malloy goes up and misses the 2. Lane Tech gonna need to foul here. Down by 6, 30 seconds to go. Melvin down low to Meadows, who gets the 2, and that should be the dagger. 64 to 56, 24 seconds to go. Grunewald with the basketball. Poked away, and a couple of late turnovers here from Lane. Really messing them up. Brown tries to foul. That will get them to 7, so Meadows will head to the line to shoot 1 and 1, but looks like too little, too late here for Lane Tech. They trail by 8 with 9.8 seconds to go. Meadows gets the basketball. Takes a couple of dribbles, spins it. He'll grow up and make that one. He'll have one more. Now a 9-point lead for Orr. He can make it a double-digit lead if he makes it here. And he will. He drains them both. Now 66 to 56. Brown with the basketball for Lane. He'll drive in, get the easy 2, but Orr will not foul. And that will bring us to the end of this one. Lane Tech kept it close, but Orr pulls away in overtime for the 66 to 58 victory, an 8-point lead for the Spartans. Some point leaders. Brown with 14, Malloy with 13, and Grunewald with 11 for Lane. As for Orr, 18 points for Meadows, 11 for number 14, Lily, 16 for Shannon, and 14 for number 32, Melvin. That will bring us to the end of our broadcast. Lane Tech returns to action tomorrow against Chicago Marshall. That's an away game. We won't have the broadcast. And then next week, they're at Whitney on Wednesday and home against North Lawndale. As for Orr, they play at Lincoln Park tomorrow, and they wrap up the season versus Chicago Marshall and at Farragut. That will bring us to the end of tonight's broadcast. Thank you so much for joining us. Your final score here from Lane Gymnasium on Senior Night 2021. Your final in overtime, I should say. Orr Spartans 66, Lane Tech 58. My name's Alex Burstein. We'll see you next Friday.